Welcome back to Johnny Reads. Today I have my fourth book haul for you today, and these books most likely won't have videos unless I read them for my reading challenge, but otherwise no videos. This book, D-Day by Jonathan Mayo. This book I just happened to see on the shelf one night when I was cleaning, and D-Day and World War II are something that I'm very interested in. I'm not going to say fascinated because I don't think that's the correct word for something like that, but I'm very interested in it. I've seen World War II documentaries and movies and just everything, and I really want to know more about D-Day because that's something that I really hope that I never have to live through. Next up will be Columbine by Dave Cullen. Again, another topic that I'm interested in, I'm not fascinated with, but I mean, you do want to know a lot more about that when you know what happened, when you know the aftermath, and you know all that stuff, and all the shootings that have happened recently. And I've seen Bowling for Columbine, the documentary Michael Moore did on everything, on the two kids. And I think this is an Edgar Award-winning book. So, it's Band of Brothers by Stephen Ambrose. Same thing. If you have enjoyed the miniseries that HBO did probably about a decade ago, I didn't even know there was a book. Easy Company. I want to go back and relive that. So, Moneyball, Michael Lewis. Michael Lewis, all he does is write bestsellers. Great books. And the movie for Moneyball is great. Brad Pitt, Jonah Hill, those guys are great. The book, I read it last year. This is going to go straight to the shelf. It is much better. And I think it's a must-read for any real baseball fan. So, Silver Linings Playbook by Matthew Quick. Jennifer Lawrence, she's bae, she's on the cover, she won an Oscar, that's all. Next up, Cleopatra by Stacy Schiff. Funny thing is, I was cleaning one night, I happened to see this face out on a shelf, and man, that is a beautiful woman. Something just fell out of it. It is a beautiful woman, you can't see her eyes, but it's just a great covering. That's what I call my eyes. Next up, Game of Shadows by Mark Banaruwada. Baseball again. Steroid era, pretty sure it's going to be a great read. Next up, The Silkworm by J.K. Rowling, obviously, no Robert Galbraith's fake person. It's her first in her Cormoran Strike series. I read a lot of detective fiction. I'm not sure how well or not she does it, but I figured, it's J.K. Rowling. Next up, League of Denial, same author as Game of Shadows. Again, I love sports, NFL, Concussion, the movie Concussion, cover-up, lawsuits, all that stuff. If you love the NFL, you're interested in that stuff, even if you don't agree with it, or you don't say it, or whatever, I know you are. And this, I imagine will be a good read. Next up, Taken by Robert Crace. I'm like 10 books away from reading this in the series, but I love Joe Pike, I love Elvis Cole. And then next up will be The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. Kind of bought into the hype a little bit. Saw the movie trailer at the movies in maybe like June. Don't know if the movie will be any good. Don't know if the book will be any good. Don't know anything about it. I know it's a trilogy, I think. But I don't know. Give it a try. And last will be John Green's The Fault in Our Stars. Read this last year. Thought it was a good book. I read it on my Kindle. These come in by the dozen at the store. I have a few. I think almost have all of his books now. So that's all the books I have for you today. Tell me what books you got in February, and I will see you next time.